Hi everybody! I'm trying a little bit of a different angle today. My daughter gave me a tripod to use instead of the selfie stick that is drilled into my desk that I was using to support my camera. So I'm trying a little bit of a different angle to see which is gonna work better angle-wise. So the tripod is definitely better than the selfie stick by far. So anyways, today we are going to go over Distress Refresher. The light is really bad today. I don't know if you guys can see that. See if I can get in there. Distress Refresher is by Holtz. You use this to extend and give life back to your Distress products. It also works on other ink pads, so it's not just for distressed ink. Me personally, I use mostly distressed ink. It's just habit. I'm a big Holtz fan. And please excuse my dog barking in the background if you can hear that. My windows are open because it is flaming hot outside and I do not have an AC. Anyways, back to this. So, to use this, well, first I'm going to read you the back so that you guys can get an idea of exactly what it is, and then I'm going to show you how to use it. The back says, Distress Refresher rehydrates and conditions dry distress ink pads, markers, paints, and other water-based mediums. Ink pads. Hold the bottle 2 to 3 inches from the pad and mist the entire surface. Allow Distress Refresher to soak into pad before using. Markers. Spray marker nib and recap to hydrate. And then for the paint, spray dabber form after use and recap to keep dabber form hydrated. I have actually, I think like 2 distress markers. I can't remember. I think one's the blue one. I can't remember what the other color was. But I have one of my distress markers is like in major need of help. Yeah. And this is one of them. And I think, yeah, this was the other one. Okay. So my Stormy Sky and my Faded Jeans distress markers. That's these guys. Okay. I use them a lot. I really like the 2 colors, and I use them in my Wreck This journals and my How to Be Explorer of the World books by Carrie Smith, which I will be doing videos on those later. But anyways, so I've used these markers quite a bit to the point where they are in need of desperate help. And then I have some distressed ink that I've had for quite a while, except for the Wilted Violet. I usually don't buy full ink pads. I have a wonderful little habit of loving the minis. However, I have all of the minis now, so I'm going to be buying, slowly but surely, the Distress Oxide ink as soon as I can find them at my Michael's. So, but with these, I believe one of them was like dead. Unless I refreshed it before. I love SoCal, which I might have. Anyways, I think it was this one. So, I'm going to start with the markers first. Then you take the cap off. And then you're going to take the marker nib. Now this is the brush end. I'll get in there. That's the brush end that I'm going to be using. And then I'm going to lay it on this. It's just a sheet of paper. Underneath I have something that will basically wipe up pretty quick, so it's not like I need the paper, but I figured this would be easier for you guys to see. I'm going to zoom in on the nib. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to take the Distress spray. I am so sorry, I cannot talk. And I'm going to spray the marker. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn it. No, 1, 2, 3. Now after this point where you already have it sprayed, you're going to want to recap it. I don't bother wiping it up or anything. I just recap it, make sure that cap is on there good. Okay, and then my marker side, which is the fine. There you go. We're going to try that side too. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And cap. Okay. Now after that, let me zoom out for you guys. You go ahead and put your marker aside. So I'm going to put it back in a little marker storage area. In a different video, I will use that particular marker and just reiterate what we did, but to show that it actually did work. So again, with a distress marker, here's another one that needs it. So let me zoom in just a bit. I'm not gonna zoom in all the way. But we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and cap. Let me check my fine side on this. Yeah, it could go for it. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Basically, you are just really soaking the marker. And then stick that in there. Okay, so that's for the markers. Now, I'm gonna do that. Okay, now for the ink pads. Now this works for any ink pad. Like I said, they don't have to be the distress ink. And I use other ink pads, like these are miniature ink pads. They are pigments. Can't remember what brand they are, but I've used them on there to refresh. And then I've also used them on the Stays On. I can't remember which one of my Stays On ink I used it on, but I have used it on the Stays On ink before also. So same process. You're going to want to take the lid off so that your pad is exposed. Again, I'm sorry about the lighting today. I have like all my lights on too, but we've had really weird weather today and yesterday. So anyways, moving on. So you're going to take your refresher and you're going to spray. 1, 2, 3. You're going to really let it get into the ink pad. Make sure you cap it again. You can put it upside down if you want to. I have before. Tim Holtz sees no need in doing that, so you don't exactly have to. So it's kind of to your discretion on what you want to do with that. But you just set it aside, and you really need to let it soak. The Distress Fresher, I love it personally, which is obviously why I bought it, but my recommendation would be spray it 3 times, let it sit overnight, and then check it the next morning. Whether it's your ink pad or your markers or your paint or whatever water-based medium that you're trying to refresh. See how it does overnight. If it needs more of this, then do it again. Spray 3 more times, cap it, put it aside. And then usually after 2 to 3 times, you will be able to use that ink pad or marker or whatever it is that you're trying to refresh again, because this stuff works really, really well. I cannot remember how much it is. I'm terribly sorry. I bought this last year at Hobby Lobby when I lived in Southern California. I do not remember how much it was. I think I actually got it on clearance or something, or sell, or whatever they happened to be doing that day. So anyways, that's it for how Distress, I cannot say that word today. Distress Refresher works. In my next video, I may go over to the Distress Glaze, which is pretty cool. It's for, here, I'll just read the back of this real quick. It basically, you apply it over your artwork by rubbing the glaze on the surface with your fingers, and then you buff the rest off with a dry paper towel, and it makes it like smudge proof, waterproof. This stuff is wonderful. So yeah, I will be using that and showing you how to use that in my next video. And then also in an upcoming video this week, actually probably tomorrow, I am going to move forward with my mythology books. Particularly, I think we're going to move forward with, let me think about that, probably my spell and my potion book. The book is already made. Let me show you. I made it last year. So yeah, this book is already made. Oh goodness, this is so close. Ah. Let me try to zoom out here. Okay, there we go. So I made this book last year. It had, I gutted a regular old book, and then I coffee stained paper, and I stuffed it in there, and I burnt paper, and then it was going to be a junk journal, but I decided against that, and now it's going to be my spell book. So I will get into the process of actually gutting books like this and creating them to look like this. However, because this project of mine is so large, I am not going to actually do that, at least for that portion of the books. However, for the herbology book, which is part of what my mythology collection and part of what we're working on, you will watch me transform that binder from what it is into something else. So it'll look similar to this. So it's kind of, it'll be the same process, I think. But like I said, this one's already done. So look for a video this week on probably both books, I think, because we really need to move forward now on getting those done. The project with that series is large. It's really, it's a huge project. I've wanted to do it for years, and so we're just gonna, you know, go for it. Because of that too, I have pushed some videos aside, but I also will be growing my channel a little more, with some stuff that I'll be adding to this channel to make it a little more fun. So look forward to that this week. Anyways, that's it. I'm not going to talk your guys' ears off. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. Share it. Go for it. And I think that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for the support. Bye guys.